Hi guys, and welcome to our tutorial on performance and project evaluation. My name is Sid.
And my name is Ralph, and today we will be explaining the meaning of performance and project evaluation, and even tell you how you can evaluate best when you get into a situation. So let's start.
So let's first start with the definition of performance and project evaluation. So project evaluation is a systematic and objective assessment of an ongoing or completed project. The aim is to determine the relevance and level of achievement of project objectives, development effectiveness, efficiency, impact, and sustainability. Evaluations also feed lessons learned into the decision-making process of the project stakeholders. So why is project evaluation important? So evaluators ask three overarching questions at the start, middle, and the end of the project. So they start with what happened, why, and why do these results matter, and what's next. During the planning phase, the evaluation focuses on understanding how to optimally design the project to best meet its goals. During the implementation phase, the evaluation seeks to understand how the initiative is taking shape, where there is early progress, and how to maximize the ongoing success of the project. At the close of a project, the evaluation assesses the extent to which project's aims were met and identifies circumstances that led to high and low success levels. The evaluation also probes throughout for important unintended consequences of the work, and so all of this together helps to tell the full project story. So evaluation paves the way to project improvement. So in a typical learning collaborative, teams collect data to monitor progress and test change, which is critical for improvement of course. While improvement advisors for those projects consider the big picture collaborative wide. They don't typically focus on the underlying circumstances of what's happening and don't usually make recommendations for project enhancements. In contrast, evaluation is research to inform decisions, so an opportunity to push for adaptations and mid-course corrections that will maximize success. Evaluation results benefit the immediate project as well as enhance future initiative with lessons learned. So every voice counts, each and every person's perspective is essential and can be very telling for the project as a whole. Participants' feedback highlights areas of traction and areas that warrant further attention and specifics of what they need for the greatest success. This input can directly lead to improved levels of communication, logistical support, access to experts, guidance for using project resources, webinar offerings, and much more. Also, the more people who respond to a survey, the more accurate the results will be. So yeah, that's important.
Okay, yeah. Another thing that makes project evaluation important is the fact that one size does not fit all. Basically, evaluation can take many shapes. For example, evaluators may collect primary data from a variety of stakeholders via written surveys, just like Sid mentioned, but also individual interviews and/or focus groups. And evaluators sometimes ask for written reflections in the form of a narrative or conduct in-depth case studies with select teams. And in addition to that, evaluations often include analysis of secondary data, such as written teamwork, progress of data submissions, and the extent of online activity. Evaluations frequently include both quantitative and qualitative data. So yeah, to have a more spread out evaluation. And then at the end, one more is do-it-yourself evaluation, because that's also possible. Although a full-blown evaluation may be complex and external evaluators may not be in your budget, or a project team can look for opportunities to weave evaluation in other activities. For example, you can consider adding a question or two to another survey you may be fielding for a different purpose, or if you're planning discussions about roles and responsibilities. Consider adding a probe on whatever worked well and what might even work better. Well, then to give an example of performance and project evaluation, in many companies, such as the organization's success depends on the project manager, and the project manager's performance evaluations are necessary to ensure the company's success. And it's also necessary to look at three fundamentals of classic management. And those are plan, execute, and control. And it's proven to be the it is ultimately the project manager who is responsible for ensuring whether a project is completely successful and on time. Well, Objective components of a performance evaluation are that a large part of a project manager's performance evaluation consists of the objective component, or whether the manager completed the project successfully on time and within the budget, for example. And in fact, some companies use purely objective numerical performance evaluation for project managers. Well, for example, if a project manager completed the project on time because she spent every waking hour working on the project, instead of delegating this, this would be a management weakness, of course. But if the manager had delegated her work to those with specific skills and experience, the project could possibly have been more successful. So in this situation, a performance evaluation would describe the scenario, what errors the project manager made, what she could have done differently, and how to rectify the problem for next time.
So, team member feedback. Generally, project managers are responsible for overseeing employees. So, employees' voices are an important addition to the performance evaluation. An evaluator may interview employees or distribute an anonymous survey in which project managers are ranked with regard to different skills or competencies, such as giving directions clearly or mediating problems among employees. The evaluator can summarize the results as part of the evaluation or simply give managers copies of the anonymous employee remarks. So, project manager self-evaluation. A self-evaluation allows a project manager to reflect on the project after the stress of the meeting when the deadline has passed. And so during the self-evaluation process, project managers can consider their performance and whether it was effective, noting areas that need improvement. So asking a project manager to complete a self-evaluation can assist with the debriefing process, and as managers and those evaluating them may come to similar conclusions of what needs to be improved. So these were examples of performance and project evaluations.
Yeah, and of course there are many other types how you can evaluate on your performance or projects, also with just discussing with your group members, for example. But yeah, these were some of the examples we took out of it. And that was also the end of our presentation. We'd like to thank you very much for listening and taking the time to listen to us. We hope everything is clear, and if not, we are open for any questions.